Can you tell me about your film?
The Sacrament is a movie about journalists that go to visit this commune to do a story about it. And at first it's great, and then they start to realize maybe it's not this sort of like utopia hippie commune that is advertised, and maybe it's a little bit more of a cult.
What made you pick like a true story, like a real story?
Well, I wanted to do something that was a horror movie that had no supernatural elements, and in doing that, I was trying to think of like what are the most terrifying things, and cults and people being manipulated, and particularly like Jonestown is something, and People's Temple I've always been very fascinated by because it's much more of a mass murder than a mass suicide, and I always felt that that's scary and people don't really know that. So in trying to dramatize something similar to that, and like hopefully bring out those themes of how actually terrifying that is, and that it's more than just saying, hey, drink the Kool-Aid. Like it's actually a very confronting, scary story.
Now, with Innkeepers, you did more of like a very dialogue-driven movie narrative, and then with VHS, you went into a different genre altogether. What made you go into this sort of handheld, genre?
Well, because this movie is from the aspect of these journalists, and they're making a documentary. It essentially, the movie plays like a documentary. It's just we made it up. So for the sake of this movie, it makes sense because having tried to do a movie that's like steeped in realism, doing it from this sort of like new media, video journalism like angle, I think helps sell that.
What got you into horror?
I think I've always just been interested in like, the stuff you're not supposed to see. So as a kid, the horror section in the video store was the one that they're like, you're not supposed to go over there. So of course I've always been drawn to it. And I think I've just always liked kind of countercultural stuff. Or maybe I'm just a weirdo, I don't know.
Me too. So, what do you have anything else cooking after this?
I do. I'm making a Western this summer. So I'm here and I go back to LA and we get going on casting, and this summer we go off to New Mexico.
Well, congratulations and welcome to South Florida.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.